Greetings, beautiful souls out there, in there, or wherever you reside. Today's video, we're going to talk a little bit about duality. And in this day and age that we live in today, a lot of people think that their life has to be governed from duality. This happens, so they're going to do this, or this leads to this, or those kinds of direct one-for-one type of scenarios. And the idea, essentially, that, you have to live within the boundaries of duality is an old way of thinking, is an old mindset, is old energy consciousness. What I'm driving at here is the idea of the evolution of our consciousness has created a new perspective, or exposed a new perspective, because all exists now. That is what I would consider the Trinity aspect, the Trinity perspective. And effectively what the Trinity perspective is essentially, it's not this idea, or it's not that idea. It's this idea and that idea collected, connected, and combined to create a whole new sovereign understanding of these things. You can't stop racism by force. You can't stop anything by force. You just have to manufacture or manifest ideas and concepts that will circumvent those ideas and concepts. Because in the old energy, you would want to fight eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth, nail for a nail. And that leaves a whole world blind and deaf and dumb and it leaves things unbalanced. Think to yourself, an eye for an eye leaves a whole world unbalanced. Therefore, the eye for an eye is the old way of thinking. So now, in this age, in this era, in this now, the concept is more or less about taking this idea and that idea and the best of them both and collect them, connect them, and combine them to create something new. Because if you're trying to drag up old shit and it's not going to work. It may work for a brief moment, but that's only a fleeting moment. The very second you understand that that's all it's there for is just a moment, it doesn't stay around, it doesn't perpetuate. So, my dear friends, if you feel like you're suffocated from the duality mindset, you feel like you're oppressed and suppressed and compressed from duality itself, there's help. Help is here. Help in the form of the Trinity perspective, where you don't have to go this way. You don't have to go that way. You can take this and that and blend them, amalgamate them, combine them for a much more powerful concept. For within the good and the bad is a beautiful harmony, is the most harmonious understanding. But only in order for you to perceive the harmony, the trick and the key is you have to be the harmony. You can't be that which you're not. It's implausible. It's impossible. It couldn't happen. You can only be the things that you can contain, the things that you do contain. And really, it's not a understanding of obtaining anything. This Trinity perspective, the Trinity perspective is not nothing you obtain. It's something you all have always had and always will have. It's a way of thinking. And the same, people want to say that this place is happy or this place is happy, or you go here and you'll be happy. But happiness isn't a place, folks. It's never a place. It's a state of mind. The way you think. That's where the happiness resides in. That's where the creativity resides in. So in this day, give yourself the notion of freedom To know that you are free. You're not connected or collected or compressed or suppressed or nothing. You're all of those. So therefore, what's the big deal? If you're everything and anything, relax. Take a breath. Breathe into more of yourself. Because that's all there is more of you. Everywhere you turn is more and more and more and more. Everything you see is you. But you won't know how to handle that unless you're balanced and sovereign as the being that is your birthright. That is your birthright, to be that from the get-go. We've just essentially been learned out of it from birth for a multitude of reasons and a multitude of understandings. But that doesn't matter. The fact is you don't have to look at it as a duality no more. Look at this as a Trinity. Look at the things that you can't change and look at them for exactly what they are. Exemplify what that is and connect them in whichever way your heart desires. And if you validate and connect, man, the manifestation will be imminent. So in this day, my dear friends, I'll leave you with this. You must always think with your heart. You must always listen to that heart. You must always live through your heart. It's your guiding light. May you all have a beautiful and creative day. I love you.